Yeah, a lot going on overall. A lot going on. Of course, the TikTok thing keeps coming up. We're talking about that constantly. I like what you were saying, Angela, about. G reminds me of Ellen. Oh, look at that. Well, you got somebody else recently, GR. I can't remember who it was, but you were like, what? I can't remember who it was. If you ever watched Monk, he looked like a Stoudemire from Monk for a long time, too. I don't know if you ever watched Monk, but he was like the police chief captain in there. But GR looked just like him for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. Valarie, what do you think about this Narnia thing? Do you think people are super excited about this as they are about, like, you know, Barbie? Or it'll be like a whole different sidestep? Because they want to do more Barbie already. It's already coming out there. Was this worth her stepping aside for a while?
I think so. I think, I mean, a lot of people grew up with, you know, that franchise. And I think that, I mean, like, a lot of my childhood best friends and myself, you know, enjoyed that type of thing. And Greta Gerwig is amazing, and I think honestly people would watch it just for her and for how I imagine a project of hers would be marketed, honestly. So I could see it being very, very, you know, very popular.
And they've been really, you know, all of her stuff is just doing well. I think people are just like on her, like just love what she's doing, you know? So I think that honestly, whatever she does is kind of being gold right now. We'll have to see if that keeps working that way. I mean, Narnia is a big series. It really is. It's a huge series, and it's a lot of big money going into it. Hopefully GR's gonna be okay here. You okay there, buddy?
I'm all choked up over this.
I was going to say, we're talking about Narnia. You're losing a little bit. Did you have a wardrobe in your old bedroom when you were a young kid that you used to crawl into and think you were going to Narnia?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She was like, no.
When to go in and when to go out, you know?
There you go.
It'd be awesome. I wish I had that. Like, just, like 1 second. Let me just go to my closet. I'm just going to enter another reality and then come back.
That'd be awesome.
Closet, it has to be a cupboard.
It's like a... Yeah.
Covered or...
I love these baking shows, though. Like, we're talking about wizards and stuff, too. I like the baking shows. Like, I know GR's like Great British Bake Off. He's not about it. Now, Noel, he does a good job, I think, on the Great British Bake Off. I think what he did with Dick Turpin is just like, again, as Valarie said, too, unprofessional. It's not cool. You're losing jobs for people. But I'm going to go back to the Bake Off because that's an easy job for him. But this thing's been going for a while through the Bake Off stuff. So, Angela, do you think that the Bake Off stuff does it ever hit an end? Because now we got Harry Potter one. We got Is It Cake? We got we got
nothing it ever ends.
There's so many.
It's the British. They love it's tea time. It's time for cakes and like pastries and all that yummy stuff. Like I love tea time. It's like my favorite, like high tea. Oh, love it. It's the best. We need to bring it here. It needs to be here all the time. Like we need to have it in the US. We don't do things right here at all. Like we
have a tea time on cruise control. It's tea time.
We need to have tea time. So
we have a drink time, but we don't have a tea time.
Cucumber sandwich. I mean, I love it. I have my favorite spots in London where I go for tea, high tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it'll do good. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I like, you know, I love. I don't love. I'm not going to say I love, but I like sweets. To an extent, I have a sweet tooth, but so I'm always down to watch some like I'm always so into the how they get so like you know they just know how to whip the butter right and the you know you have like the cream at the right temperature and they make these like dense cakes and all this stuff. Like I don't know, I just love how they do it all, and I think it'll be cool in terms of like maybe adding the Harry Potter element just because it's like you know that extra British flair to it. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be probably something people are going to watch it. You know, it's got all the right ingredients, right? To make,
all mixed up.
Good TV. So, I mean, I think it'll probably do fine for the Food Network. They'll get some ratings, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, I don't love like I'm not like super hardcore Harry Potter, but I think just from like what they're trying to do, it'll probably.
I still think the Great British Bake Off's better though. I think what they're doing is working.
Well, that's better. Yeah, fun. I mean the Great British. Yeah, I mean that's.
They've been doing it for so long though. They just have. Like, I know. Say that 5 times fast, right?
The Great British Bake Off. The Great British.
Yeah. You didn't say that first time.
The Great British Bake Off. The Great British Bake Off. You really have to think about it. Peter Pickle. What's that one thing? What's that? Peter Pepper wants a pickled pepper or something like that. I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about?
Something
You
like-
say it like 5 times fast or whatever. Is that wrong? Is that the right way?
Pepper picked a peck
Peter-
of pickled peppers.
Thank you, Valarie. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
There you-
Say that like repeatedly, faster and faster. No, but I think it'll be good, right? I mean, what do you
it's
think,
fun.
Valarie? Are you a Hogwarts fan or Harry Potter?
You know, I never watched Harry Potter until like 2 years ago for the first time.
Okay.
But I love Bake Off. I love Bake Off so much. Like
I know.
I really like on Great British Baking especially. They have such a good, like a good chemistry between like the two hosts and the judges. Like after they got rid of that bald guy, it's just great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wasn't the best, was he?
Yeah.
No,
He wasn't funny.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really watch it a ton or anything, but I did see it here and there. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that funny. Noel's always been good, but you know, he's always been like a staple for so long. He's just his little quirky kind of not Russell Brandish. You know, he's like the PG Russell Brand, I always say. So, you know, but. And he's got those weird sweaters and his weird little outfits and stuff. But he does his thing, and it works. And it really works. And Paul and Prue do a great job. You know, I like them a lot. I think they're good characters, too. I know GR only gave it 20 minutes. I think he needs to give it more time. That's his homeland.
Would you guys go to I know, it's your homeland, GR. Would you go to a Hogwarts high tea with me?
I go to high tea with you.
With some crumpets and some...
I love crumpets.
I know.
there you
Aren't
go.
they good? Oh, and crumpet it up. You guys had crumpets?
I've never had a
Right?
crumpet.
Anybody in the
No.
audience? Queen?
Not that I
Countess?
know.
Countess seems like she's had some
She may have had a
crumpets
crumpet
in her
at one
lifetime.
point.
She may have had a crumpet before.
Harry Potter is still a thing. Countess, that series is still coming, and they're starting to get ready for that. I guess they got. I think they're about to announce the main casting for that too, because they're about to start shooting soon.
I'm expecting somebody's going to eat some Gryffindor cupcakes, perhaps.
Gryffindor, yes.
Gryffindor?
Oh,
Is he gonna walk? Is he gonna walk off that set too?
people are always walking off sets. It seems like, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're related somehow. You know,
I just hope.
we
I
got
just
one
hope not.
here, we got one there.
I just think people need to stop walking off sets. Just do your job. Get to work wherever you're hired for. Do it.
Okay, I'll take
Don't
over
sign
for
on.
you. Bye.
Yeah, well, a lot of people lose their jobs though. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's like then that person's gone. They're like, well, what do we do now? I guess we're just gonna cancel everything. It's like money wasted, time wasted, people's lives wasted. You know, and then people expect to have like 10 weeks work and they get like 3 or something like that. It's upsetting. I feel like I talk to Ron about it all the time. It's like people turn down, you know, other gigs in order to, like, when they sign on to something, and when someone walks away and does that, it just takes away that, you know, that money for people's families, for their livelihood and everything. So it's unfortunate.
That's why there's someone else to replace them all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
You want to
It's
walk
true.
off, we'll find somebody.
We'll figure it out.
Thank you.
As long as it's not like too big of a main cast member, that's the problem,
Right.
you know?
I know, yeah.
It's not- But before we move on here, Val, let the world know one more time how glad you are about TikTok being back.
Oh my god. Listen, like I said, bad 16 hours. It was a 16 hours of, you know, just pure misery. Had to touch the snow.
Oh God!
No, but I think, you know, I personally, I don't know enough about the like the logistics of the ban or anything like that. But for now, you know, it being back, I'm like, it's a fun pastime. You know, I have like my couple quirky creators that I like to see, you know, like the nail polish lady. So I'm happy to still get to see her from time to time. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think they probably would have moved over someplace else. I just didn't like the idea of like the Red Note thing. I'm like, let's not move to Red Note, everybody, because Red Note really is intense. What I keep hearing about.
And I'm also, I don't know what you guys think, but like, I'm not really down for like, so the proposal from President Trump now is, like I told you, he's offering basically a 50% joint ownership, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding that correctly, that's basically government-owned media. We don't do that. Like that
Yeah.
that is not what you want to be doing. Like we don't want to have government involved with, government-owned media. So, it's like, is this going to be more of like a modern day public broadcasting service for the people? Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of what that like then turns into essentially then, because it's weird. So that's kind of been something that's been talked about within my domain of people within like the media, PR, all that. Like, it's been like, what does this mean?
What's
like,
it mean?
Well, if our
we don't
government owns 50%, it owns 50%. Are we giving 50% of our information to the Chinese? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Let's get a grip. If we're going to shut them down, shut their ass down until it's owned completely by an American company.
Well, that was the idea, But I mean, I think it's going to affect a lot of people. But yeah, the idea is like get it owned by somebody here, and then that stops all of that.
I mean, they had like 4 billionaires at the inauguration today.
Yeah, I mean, like just tell them all to cough up $10 billion and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, Bezos, Gates, and Elon, they could all easily together just go ahead and buy it.
Right? They just have a good time,
And then, yeah.
And then they could have GR run it.
And then, GR can be the CEO, and then, we'll all be employed with GR.
Well, I always have my nails done, right?
GER. You underemployed with GER.
Yeah.
GER.
I just can't imagine it going completely away, though. I feel like they're going to find a way to keep it here. I feel like there's so many people that want it. So that's the thing, And also, like, how many people were, like, just going crazy. Like, like Val saying, too, people were, like, losing their mind a little bit when it shut down. And she's joking a little bit, but people were losing their mind,
Yeah, Queen's right, too, actually. We are a lot more susceptible to cyber attacks because it was some ridiculous number. It was like 50 to 1. There's, like, more... what was I was reading it. It was related to TikTok, but it actually puts us at a lot more exposure for cybersecurity threats. The Chinese have like 50 to 1 or something compared to the US. So it's like really, really crazy. So we have to absolutely there has to be a boost with like cybersecurity. That's a sector I worked into with clients. So that's something that's a really big risk. And she's absolutely right. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that has to go into that. I think that's why they're like just shut it down before. But I think maybe this will be maybe they'll be able to find a way to figure it all out now. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Only time will tell. But it's back now, so we can swipe away. We can post. Yeah.
Right.
I can get caught in those dog videos again.
Cha-ching, get your money, whatever you can get for the next however many days, and then. But make a backup plan. Make a backup plan, people. Do not just rely on the government or anyone else to figure this out. Make your backup plans now. Contingencies.
100%. 100%.
There ain't nothing but love in the room.
It's good.
Thanks, Pepe.
I can brain rot another day.
For now.
Brain rot with a plan, but yeah.
Oh, right. I'm intrigued to see, but it is back, and I'm happy to go back to work for now. And everyone's still kind of on eggshells, though, to see what's going to happen. So only time will tell. Only time will tell. But great quick takes, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.